What uniforms are you wearing? Okay. I'm gonna go gray. Ooh, I like that. The blue, the black socks. Yada yada yada. Monday Night Football, huh? So what? Our let's see, our 4 games. This is our 4th game. We had a Sunday night game. We had Thursday night. We had a playoff game, and now we have Monday night. Bro, bring one of my game goals is 4 sacks. I don't think I can do that. To a 99. Well, I think it does help that you got the dev trade opportunities during the season last year. Yeah.
State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike
Yes,
any
kicking
other in
them.
sport as both teams made their way out of the
I
tunnel.
like this stadium.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I forgot. My D-line is all weird because of the injury.
First carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to
As Chase Edmonds has already like eclipsed his carry from last season.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 11
at the 24-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack.
I'll take that. One or no yard game.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points.
Oh, that's the replacement O-line.
When they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives you
Or a D lineman, I mean.
So if they're up around 24, 20.
Because the only difference I have from last season is I have a new D tackle and my 2 ends swap. And then my star end, who's my left end, got hurt. He's the guy who's out for 6 weeks.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards all they can
So it's like
muster
a
there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
rookie
And they're getting him
from last
involved
season.
early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a
Well, because
sense
it's,
with him
I think you
because
have
he's
the
not good with the
-7
practice or something in that
wind.
area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running
This
game
is a
or the
long
passing
kick.
game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8-yard attempt.
Crossbar. Yeah, that's why. Because I had a +7 when I kicked off.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by.
Yeah, that's why I attempted a 70-yarder against Irish last season. I had a +12.
This time the break goes against him.
I don't know.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing.
Who's your other
58-yarder.
X Factor
Now they start
D-line?
at the 48.
When did you get him?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take
Oh,
a
was
great
that
play
part
call
of
to
the?
realize
No,
you
that
can
wasn't the
scout
trade that
the
got
guy
you
with
those
runs like this
picks.
early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a
Gotcha.
first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they
My
keep
team is
clearing
almost
holes
the
like
exact
that,
same, except I have a
we
new
got
left
defensive
tackle, and my tight end is backup from last season.
As we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you
Because
can
I
see
don't
them
have Greg
playing off
Olsen
of each
anymore.
other while controlling the defensive front
I did
linebackers.
not
You're
use
exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's old.
3
I
yards
forgot
on
to
that
put an
last carry.
ability on
Here's
Russell.
2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from
A little bit of
earlier in his
hand
career,
weight.
but he's still
Oh, you
a
still have
threat to
Pat
go,
Pete? I'm
showing
kind
it
of
there,
surprised.
picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there.
Yeah, as soon as I'm assuming you're not going to if you have to.
And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I mean, he's still a decent player in real life, but of course Madden, once someone hits ye old 28 years of age.
Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight
Yeah.
runs?
I think after this season is when Wilson starts regressing.
This will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0
Boy,
lead.
J-My.
Score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
I just wasted so much cap because I had to re-sign Tyler Lockett, my best D tackle, and both of my safeties this year.
The Cardinals take over first.
I mean, he's a superstar, so he's gonna be a good secondary to
Arizona's
DK.
offense at the line, ready to get their
You
drive
can always
started.
trade him.
And Charles,
too.
if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still
Yeah, he's
have
28.
December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them.
I didn't audible. That was just me pinching
So
my
they've got to make sure they
D-line.
continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to
Oh,
the
were they
35
pressing
now
it?
as they come up on 1st and 10.
Damn it, my fucking player fell down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before
Jamal
being
fell
brought
down.
Second and right at a yard.
I don't remember against who. That happened to me last season in one of my games, and it pissed me off.
They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And
No.
he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
No.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets this to the other side of
Pressure
the field
just
across the
showed up
45
too
before
late.
going out. Nothing open
gonna be the
downfield.
quarter
He keeps it
anyways.
himself for 11 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice game.
I think you
13
run for more
inside,
yards in this
another
game than you
first
ran
down.
for me like in all 3 last season.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Oh, my defense just isn't the same as last season for some reason. Even though it's about the same.
Again to the fullback
Just
on the
a
dive.
couple of changes.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe
They're
gets
just
back
giving
to
up a
the line
lot
of
more
scrimmage, but no
yards than
more.
last
No
year.
gain on the play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to
That's
feel a
the
little bit better.
substitute.
But I don't know if I would be daunted by them.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh my God, it's
Picked off by
picked.
Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll do this for you.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
That's what I thought.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running
Okay, he
game?
wasn't
It'll
in
be
his own
interesting
last
sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown.
God, that wasn't
Sometimes it's
fun.
just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense
Remember,
just
I drew
doesn't
one
have
of
the
those
confidence to throw it up and
flags, like
shaky,
the
maybe try
unnecessary
to take the
roughness,
pressure
on
off
an
and run the
incomplete
ball.
pass in the end zone in one of my CPU games. Ugh. Holding.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A
Think it's
big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there.
You
don't
were
even have
deep
to
in the
really
pocket,
spend a lot of
maybe?
time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious
Actually, that's not a bad
decision to
play.
go
Never mind.
for it. Doesn't pan out.
You keep your
And the
job, Malik.
Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz it,
Oh, Irish plays his Jets. Favorite CPU team to play against.
They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd.
Hey, Barkley's over 500 rushing yards last season.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A gain of 9 yards.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, shit.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And that'll be accepted, of course.
I didn't even
and that
see who
moves it
false
back
started.
5.
One of my tight ends.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one.
What does
They
right
thought that
bumper
they
do
had
as
it.
a defender?
Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
2 minutes
Yeah,
on
so
the
is
clock,
that.
second quarter,
I wasn't
7-0
gonna
ball game.
run a crucial play with that.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan.
Yeah, that
Coachman and
will
our crew in Orlando.
potentially
Coach
trigger
will
the
look back at some of
animation.
the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard that
didn't
time.
get
So
it.
now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out. Does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's
This
an
is-
old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is what almost lost me the wild card game too.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it.
Now it wants me to go for it. Thanks, game. You're really helpful there.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead.
That's why I
out a
put
bit
Chris
further.
Carson in the game,
And
because
it's
he's
good
the
to make
stronger
it
back.
14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals nothing.
What is going on with my laptop?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it
We need
goes.
a pin because my Microsoft account is broken.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have
Oh,
been.
my boy
had he
Don
gone
Smith
down
was
to
in the
the
moment
maybe
tackle.
a yard shy of there at the 24.
I'm always happy. One of my shitty draft picks is on my special teams unit, and every time he makes a tackle, I get excited.
Last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Roughing the passer
They've done some good work. They
defense.
forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back.
I think it's
Outstanding field
overturned.
position.
Oh. Wait.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball and field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
Yes.
Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
I had the tight end, but your user faked me out.
And it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no
It was like you followed the
one's
slant,
lane that you want to take,
and I had the tight end, but
get rid of it,
you
look to find
went on
another
the tight
down.
end first, so my read was the slant.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals
It happens at least once a game. I go for the swat instead of the pick, and it backfires.
Flipper there as all of a sudden they put a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Time expired.
Time in what's been a
But,
fairly
yeah.
one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, yeah.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what,
All right,
a few more
get outta
plays
here,
like
dog.
that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This game not quite as good
Been
as the
waiting like
last,
all
but
season
still
for
over 40
Saquon to
yards
rip
between
one, and
the
he
two.
just hasn't.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He's given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at
All
their
my
pace.
suggested plays
This is
suck.
ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 31, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback,
Get
sometimes you just
ejected.
got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Murray.
Oh,
Flushed
my
out
user
right.
just got
That's going to be
flat-footed for
caught
some
by
reason.
Kirk. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They run with Edmonds. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
I don't think I would have been able to stop either.
Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Murray flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Oh, Shaq.
He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Cardinals 6. Aldrich Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin
Worse
the
than
next
the
drive,
Strafe game.
Seahawks offense still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard
Oh,
line.
God. Not again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the
Great.
third down conversion.
He
Wilson
cannot
to
return.
Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
Seems like he's going to be going back on the injured list for the second straight year. Come on, Travis.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Homer. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
That was a net
With
like
their next drive and at the line,
16
the Cardinal
yards or
offense.
whatever.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
10.
Throwing again. Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I think that's like D-Hop's first touchdown.
14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
P.J. Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Homer, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
With the handoff to
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
What the hell is this
Trying to
defense?
ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and
There's like
finish off the
5
game.
defensive backs on the offensive
Territory
left.
just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively that hurts. They got him
Yeah.
out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Carson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Travis Homer.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Cardinals going to use the
Travis
first of their
Homer.
timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously. Obviously, a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the
Big
4th
game.
quarter, that tells everyone, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close